You told me not to leave it all behind. I guess that's what I've done. And now I don't feel the way that I should feel inside. It's time to let it go. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. You gave me something. Although it hurts, I know that you're the reason I feel down. It's time to let it go. 'Cause we don't work, and I'm tired of trying to turn it all around. I'm rising from it all. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to Falador on this fine Monday. As perhaps you may have guessed, we're still stuck here, unfortunately. With which we got the same ones we had last time. The 3 steps still. But yep. So thanks everybody for coming out. Mitchie, Stevie, Broski. Yeah, it's been a while. Went on vacation last week, so The goal for today, yes, yes, we're going to get 2 doable steps this stream, obviously. We actually just before we went live got this medium clue, so I already have 1 down, which is not bad. Hey Brian, nope, I would never quit. Just life gets in the way sometimes. Yeah, so my wife was sick for a while, had vacation, and now I have to get all caught up on work. So I'm not gonna get to play as much as I had previously, but I'm not taking a break, not quitting, just working on life stuff, you know. Hey Brennan, I'm glad you could make it this time. Now we can get all the steps that we need. Just saving it for you. I hope we get the completion today, but it might be a far shot. So I haven't got to play a whole bunch since last stream, unfortunately, because of life stuff, but I did get a defense level, and we're getting closer to a prayer level here. But I think that's mostly the only thing that's changed. Sending luck from the islands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Need some islander luck today. My last 2 maze randoms, I've got chaos runes, which every single time I see that, oh, I feel so good. Because like 300, let me do some math, 300 chaos runes at a drop rate of 1 out of 128. That's like 40,000 guards or something. Something silly. So what's with the clues currently on the floor? Well, these are the doable steps that I have. These are all ones that can be done in the chunk. And in order to get a clue casket, I have to get somewhere between 3 and 5 steps. And I have 3, so I could try, but there is only a 33% chance of completing it on 3 steps. And obviously at 5, you have a 100% chance of completion. So I am continually dropping them so they don't despawn while I try to get more clue drops, hoping to get 5. Yeah, going for 5. So, and when we get 5, then we get a casket, and then I feel like I've accomplished enough to put in a video, and that's what I'm shooting for. But yeah. This earth templing is taunting me tonight. Am I trying to get anything specific from a casket? I don't think I made a command. Every time someone asks me, I'm like, I should make a command for that. But the ideal thing would be an Addy axe, because I would bring my woodcut chance up to 100%, so that I will always get, every woodcutting cycle I'll get a log. Which would vastly increase the nests per hour, especially when I start dropping the logs. But other than the axe, the next best thing would be probably a pickaxe, for in the case where I get the west chunk before I get the east chunk. That'll give me a pickaxe upgrade for when I have to get the mining pet. Other than that, the fire battle staff would be good. Love you too, Zaddy. And other things would be good, like power amulet of strength trimmed would be good. Pretty much anything Addy is an upgrade, except for weapons. So unless it's like a bunch of firelighters and runes, where there will be an upgrade in there. Although I would take some firelighters, wouldn't mind those. Have I tried? No, have you tried talking to Hava in Valley Castle yet? Hey, shut your mouth. Welcome back. I'm not falling for that one again. Hope the clue luck improves tonight. Happy to see you streaming. Thanks, Eek. Yeah, I hope it improves too. Today and last night are really the only time I've gotten to play since last stream, but I've been pretty dry on the clues, so. And really, we are over rate for our next doable step, but that doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, it's also 9ing from the shooting stars. Yeah. Nice stats, oh thanks. Oh well, your name's Brennan and I call Koekie Brennan. I call him Brennan. So I'll have to find out a different way to distinguish you two. I wish I could just pronounce it. So happy I'm streaming, feels normal again. Yeah, it was weird not streaming, but it was a nice vacation, so I can't say I regret it. Found out that that chunk's also 90 from the shooting stars, yep. Well, I mean, it's kind of debatable, because Limpert said that he didn't really think that it needed to fit in his rule set, but he wanted to do it anyway. And so, I mean, pretty much everyone, if they want to claim they're extreme, has to do whatever he does, so... So yeah, it's pretty much part of the rules. Hey, Dario. Welcome. Oh, yep, here's the skills. Ask it out of endearment. One of these times you'll get me again. Just think about all the yummy iron ore you're getting. Yeah, that's true. I think I passed 40% of the way to all the iron ore that I need, which is awesome. That's like if you need 5 iron ore. I have 2 iron ore. That's not bad. There can only be one. Yeah, you guys decide who's the real Brennan. I'll just address you as Brennan, whoever wins. You was told you're the only extreme using superheating as a rule? Really? Huh. That's surprising to me. I kind of thought that if you have access to the runes, it should be part of the requirement, but like even if I didn't have this furnace, I would still go for my smithing requirement. Have more strength than you do. I have been hitting these guys quite consistently with this mace. I saw some level 120 guy come through here with a steel mace, just ran away. I was like, there's more of us. But I'm so glad that they did the weapon rebalancing before I made this account, because if this took 1 tick longer and like had slightly worse stats, this would be quite more painful, not gonna lie. Any luck? Welcome dispersed. Unfortunately, no. We're still stuck with these 3 steps. I was on vacation this last week, so I didn't have the same amount of time to put into my clue scrolls, but still no luck for the time I did get to put in. So it is what it is. But surely tonight. It's the night tonight. What's the odds of a clue has a step I can do? Yeah, so there are 162 steps that are possible, and there's 2 that I can do, which brings it to a 1 out of 81 chance. So if I get a medium clue drop, there's a 1 out of 81 chance that I can do it. And at a rate of 1 out of 128, 128 times 81. 10,368. So I should get a doable step every about 10,000 guards, in theory. That is not proven to be accurate in my testing. But what you gonna do? But like statistically, it's quite likely that I'll finish a clue scroll by the time I have all the iron I need, so why rush, I guess. Like I passed. I need fewer than 100,000 guard kills to go to get my iron. So that would be, in theory, I should be able to get 2 more. I should be able to get 10 steps pretty much. In theory. So hopefully I'll get 2 caskets. Unless I get way lucky, then I can get 3. Or if I get unlucky, eh. But anywhere between 0 and 3 caskets probably from my guard grind, which honestly isn't too bad of a shot at the Addy Axe. If you just open 3 medium caskets randomly, I don't recall the chance. It's either 1 out of 32 or 1 out of 36. Medium casket OSRS. Addy X. 1 out of 34.1. And that's for each roll, and there are between, what was it, 3 and 5? 3 and 5 rolls, so an average of 4 rolls at a rate of 1 out of 34. You have 4 chances, so really it's like 16 over 34, whatever that is. 16 over 34. So yeah, it's like almost a 50% chance if I get 3 caskets that I get an Addy Axe. That's not bad. Which is why I'm doing this before I do my massive, humongous farming grind off of seed nests. Well, the ideal thing is the axe. Let me see. Can I pull up? I think I have a scene. If I'm a good streamer, I'll have a scene. Can I do this? That's okay. That's the wrong Firefox. Let me fix that. Never mind. I don't know how. Y'all just got to see the chat. Let me here. I'll close the chat. Now it'll have to pick the right Firefox. Yeah. Yeah, so these are like good upgrades. The U stuff isn't too great. The amulets are okay, but as long as I get them while I still have to do combat, which isn't too long anymore. Fire Battle Staff will be great for trading magic. Pickaxe will be decent for it, well, depending on the order of the chunks that I get. All this stuff is just flex stuff. You know, like these stuff would be cool to get, right? Obviously the boots would be cool, but then I'd have to replace my nice mole boots. Yeah, and I hope I don't get any of this stuff. So, yeah. Alright, now I gotta get my chat back, so I'm not talking entirely to myself. Okay. So I hope everybody here has had a good week since I last streamed. Well, I guess I hope you've had a great life up until now and after now. I don't know how to phrase it so that it's not sounding like I'm excluding part of people or part of lives. But I hope everybody is doing well. That's correct, dispersed. 0, 0 as of now. Let me check the bank here. I plug in. I got 484 out of something like... I have that on my spreadsheet. What is it? I need 1236. I have 484, which is about 40%. So not too bad. Hey, boss. Put your private on if you need implings, that is. Yeah, I probably should. I would take impling calls. Well, actually, I do have my own CC here if you want to call them out in there too. I've been debating if I wanted to try setting up a Discord sometime or something to so there can be a more formal way of doing some impling calls. That'll be more necessary when I get to the nature implings, of course, but you know, essence and earth implings are still great now, so. Seen so many while killing guards in Falador. Oh yeah, I know. There's loads of them. Unfortunately, they like to hang out here sometimes. Or the worst is that they hang out right here and you're like, well, I don't really have time to just sit here. Oh yeah, boss, if you've been in there and I haven't been in there, it's because this last week I've been on vacation, like next to no internet. Hardly ever getting on, so that would be the reason for that. But I'm back now, so now the CC is a useful tool. So this is like 4 or 5 weeks so far now. Ah, geez, I don't even know how long we've been going. It's been a long time, especially if you count. Like, we've had these 3 that I have here, but then before this I had 3 more, and I lost those because they despawned due to a mobile login bug, which I'll talk about in my next video. So really I've had 6 steps, 6 doable steps since I've started. Well, since last video I've had 6 doable steps, but no caskets, unfortunately. Went to a conference in San Diego? That's great, man. Every day you farm hard. Is just the farming grind left? Yeah, I've got quite a bit left. I think I have a goals thing that tells all the stuff that I need before I leave. But actually, I do also have to put 87 fletching on there, but it'll be passive, because I do loads of AFK shafts, which, well, I will get to. I haven't been able to because I've been juggling, but when I get to the farming, I'll be able to do the loads of AFK shafts. So I don't, like, that'll just kind of come. It's not really needed to be explicit there. Three medium clues? Yeah, I've got 3. I've been on 3 for a hot minute, so yeah. You're doing your Ranger Boots grind, and you're killing Falador guards because you hate Puro Puro way too much. Oh, I know. I mean, I like Puro Puro because, like, you know, it's easier implings compared to this, per se. But gosh dang, that wheat is so annoying. And the pathing is awful. Yeah. Whew. Oh, hey, Pie Dish. Welcome, welcome. I'm on 354 right now. Until someone crashes me. Then we're on a different world. Is all that per experience from burying bones? Yes. Normal bones. All the way to 73.5. Clue holding the video hostage. That's true. Very true. Hey, Pie. Fun fact, back in the old days, when I was young and naive, me and my real-life friends would make up, like, code names for each other on this game, so we wouldn't have to type out our whole names. And mine was Pie. Because I liked pie. Thank you, Pie. They do look rather hot, don't they? Yeah, Broski loves Puro. It's his favorite thing. They jump way too much. Yeah. I know. You're still hunting the step where you need to kill the man for the key? No longer. I finally got it. It took 140,000 guard kills. And to be on rate, it would be about 1 out of 20,000 guard kills in theory, statistically. So we went 7 times dry, but we got it. Dark lure makes Puro so much better. Oh, I bet. Then you get to just sit there. I hate when dark lure splashes though. It infuriates me to no end. Thought any more about a PO box or a nondescript address to receive goodies? I haven't thought too hard about it. I'm not sure if there's a way to do something like that without giving a more precise estimate of my location. My little hidey hole in the middle of somewhere. Maybe there is and I'm just ignorant of it, but yeah. You're gonna go play Xbox, but keep my stream? Okay. Have fun, Pie. I hope you pwn some noobs or whatever you do on Xbox. Hit that like button, boys. True. I don't know how much like liking and commenting and stuff on streams helps with like pushing streams, you know? Like they say that it's supposed to like help with the algorithm, but like I don't know. It's like I feel like streams just don't get pushed hardly at all. Like pretty much like what happens is every time I stream, people see that I'm streaming, and if they subscribe for videos, then they consider unsubscribing. So every stream I do, I lose subscribers. And like my streams are meant for my subscribers, not to gain new viewers, you know? So it's just a very interesting situation. And I don't know if liking helps anything, but if you like it, feel free to like it. We must duel to the death. Was that a eclectic? I don't remember what was over there. Cutie pie. Oh, thank you so much. Am I gonna move on after one completion? I haven't decided yet. Gold ore. Oh my goodness, you're just taunting me. I love gold ore. Thanks, Pine. Yeah, so I might move on after a completion. I might stay to finish off all the iron ore. Just kind of depends on how relieved / burnt I am after I get it. So like if tonight I got 2 more steps, I'd probably just keep going, you know? Make it a few cities away. Yeah. True, I could set up something, I don't know, can you set up something like that and then just have them all the mailboxes forwarded to my actual address? I don't know. Maybe. Discovery of live streams on YouTube is non-existent. So, yeah, I know that. Like, here, people don't know this page exists. I have the link just sitting around. That's the only way I can remember that it's real. Let me share it in the chat. Control C. Where's my chat? So this page exists. It's kind of like the browse section on Twitch, but I have a feeling like nobody ever uses that. And in theory, that would be the place where like you would discover new people, you know? Anyway. You get a mobile notification every time I stream. I get one too, so I feel like that's probably also why a bunch of people, or well, not a bunch, but some people unsubscribe when I start my stream, because like I don't want to get a stupid notification. But you know, I'm doing this for my fun. I don't really care a whole lot about the subscribers. But Twitch is only better because people can search and filter for low view streams. Yeah. They still do nothing to promote them though. Yeah, that's true. My thing is I couldn't make myself stream on Twitch if I wanted. I just do not like that platform. Mostly because of Twitch. You do it for your office on another island? Oh, really? I guess that would be something to look into then. Oh wait, someone talked to me. Come back. Easier to just set up an Amazon wish list. True. But I think Brennan had wanted to like send some special like Hawaiian sort of goodies or something. Because he's over there where it's awesome all the time. This is a gem, and whoever stumbles upon it has been blessed by the Faladaddy cult. I was looking in Limpworth's Discord, and someone mentioned me, and instead of calling me by Buzz RS or anything, he called me the falafel guy because of his autocorrect. The falafel guy instead of the Falador guy. I'm that falafel guy out in the square. I don't even know what a falafel is. Let me take a look. Falafel. Oh. Those look like hush puppies. I had no idea that clue exists. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that the drunken man could, like, get the key, so... Eh. Did your boy Dr. Disrespect wrong? Or did they? We don't know. It's pretty great, but not all the time. I've never heard of someone go to Hawaii and be like, man, that was just a horrible time. I only know the Falador guy. Could be the falafel guy. Fried chickpeas. I don't know what chickpeas are either. I've heard the word. What do they look like? Oh, they just look like that. They look like Captain Crunch. Kind of makes them look yummy. No, I don't know what a falafel is. What? Like, it says street food. Oh, the place of origin's the Middle East. I'm in the Midwest, not the Mid-East, so it's like the complete wrong middle, you know? Falafel versus hush puppy. Oh, okay, that's a search result. Hush puppy is made from cornmeal. Ah. Fava. What are fava beans? I learn too much every time I stream. Could be a bit in the future, but what would be the ideal next chunk, or at least the most fun for me. So fun, that is a good... Hey, there's number 2. Let's take a look. What's it gonna be? Every time it's an anagram, I'm like... I have to do a double take, just in case. Let me see. Yeah, so next roll. So they all have their own kind of difficulties. This, and without having like started tackling any of the huge grinds, it's hard to say for sure what would be backlogged and what would not. But I can fairly confidently say that the south chunk would result in a backlogged runecrafting pet from the air altar. I could get in because I have an air talisman from baby implings, and you only need rune mysteries to mine rune essence and something else. Oh, and use lamps on runecrafting. But you can still go in there and use your essence, which I can get essence from essence implings and young implings. So I'd have to do implings and air runes all the way to the runecrafting pet, in theory. But I feel like that could quite possibly be a backlog, because that would be ridiculous without a more reasonable source of rune essence. So but that would mostly be the only thing down here, I believe. You know, the tunnel, but that's pretty much it. The west chunk, assuming that I lamp 5 agility, would mean that I need to get the mining pet over here, and that'll be mostly all that this is. Yeah, so that's mostly just the mining pet over there. With right now my best pick is a mithril pick that I got from Earth Implings. I could also get an adamant pickaxe from the medium clues, which would be great if I were to roll that one. The north chunk would be interesting. It unlocks an anvil and it unlocks Puro, which Puro can get me bars, rune bars, and an anvil would mean I would need to get 98 smithing off of bars and ores from Puro. So that would be something. And of course I'd also have to get 89 hunter off of implings in there, but that wouldn't be nearly as bad as the smithing portion of that. I can do Doric's quest. I have all of the ores banked already, actually. And then the east chunk, of course, that would be the mining pet. So 99 mining because the cape's there. 99 smithing because I can get rune ore and there's an anvil in there. That'd be 99 construction because I can get bagged plants. And I can teleport to my house with law runes from White Knights and essence implings. And you don't need a saw for that. So that's quite a bit. I don't know what if the construction would be backlogged. There's a chance it would be because buying all the plants would be 420 mil. And I'd have to kill 1 million White Knights to get all the law runes for all the teleporting to and from the house. But maybe. And also if I lamp to 50 agility, which I think most of my lamps are going to be headed on agility soon. Which actually I've started lamping agility, but yeah. If I get all the way to 50, then I have to get the squirrel as well. And I'd also have to get high crafting to do amethyst stuff. So, a lot of stuff. How'd I get clay? I got the clay from imps. The imp spawn in the trunk. They drop normal clay. Alright, now that I answered that question, let me see. Thought I didn't backlog stuff being Supreme and all. Well, the Supreme Edition includes all the drop tables, all of the skilling pets, and magic, the highest level magic stuff. Those are the main ones. The other one is like prayer, but it's kind of just implied with this chunk. So yeah, but other than that, it plays like a normal chunk account where you decide what's reasonable and what's not, you know. But I suppose that the bar is set pretty high for reasonable and unreasonable when you're including the skilling pets already. So, yeah. Yeah, Addy pick or axe would be super good. I hope so. Am I set on randomly rolling the next chunk? Seems appropriate to me to finish Falador entirely first, tackling the east chunk next. Well, it would make explaining what my account is to random passerbys a lot easier. Because people would just say, "Are you a Falador locked Ironman?" And I can say yes. Rather than, just the west chunk and up by Doric. But no, I'll plan to do what most chunk accounts do and roll it randomly. I think that just makes it more exciting for me. Doing the random aspect just makes it a lot more like, you know, you can end up with really, really, really weird long grinds doing it that way. Because you never know the sequence of items and unlocks you'll get. Why am I juggling? I am juggling with the hope of getting that Addy axe, but it's all kind of a distraction from the fact that I'm actually grinding out all of the iron ore that I need, which I'm 40% done with, so. Yup, I got the normal imps, not those silly teehee ones. You just drop them. Yeah. I wonder what our body talisman count is up to. Let me check this nice plugin that Broski introduced me to. Body talisman. So we have 3676. 36 times 42.67. So we've killed about 156,800 guards on the account so far. Not bad. So that's like 3/5 of the way done to what I need on the account. Nice. Still here, that's insane. Love the grinding content. Yeah, I wish I could get the video kind of content out a little bit faster, but I mean, the grind is the grind. It is a cruel mistress. Thought Supreme meant no backlog. Well, that's not necessarily true. It just raises the requirements to get out, but ultimately when people play their chunk accounts, they decide how they want to play it. So I plan to not backlog anything. That's the ideal scenario. But in order to do some grinds, just you cannot do it, especially when you have such crazy requirements like pets. Like, there's a good chance I'll have to end up backlogging the farming pet, honestly. I mean, I'm gonna give it a good shot, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Tangleroot. It is pretty unreasonable, but I'm not gonna backlog it until I need to backlog it. And if I already have to get 88 farming off of Seed Nest, which I deem as reasonable, then there's no reason to undo it before then, you know. So Hey Gage, thanks for doing what you're doing for the content. Keep on keeping on. I shall. Um, Unfortunately, I mentioned it already, but this last week I was on vacation and it ruined my beautiful temple. There's a link to my temple site in the description. And I had such a nice, like, steady, steady climb on there. I was so consistent, and then I took like a week vacation, and now it looks like I quit. It makes me sad, but it makes me feel like I need to catch up. I feel like I'm behind, so. But then I'm also behind at work, so I'm like, well. And I found out today that my coworkers accepted another job, so like. Now there's just 2 programmers on our entire corporate programming team, so it's like I'm gonna be really busy at work, and so I hope that I can still keep up the chunk content. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of a hard balance because I originally made this account without the intention of streaming or making videos or anything. So my like, thought process is like, I don't really care how long it takes. I just want to do it. I just want to tell myself I can do it and then see it happen. Because that would be just crazy, wouldn't it? You get Tankaroo without having ever left this chunk. But then adding in YouTube and all you guys who want to follow along and maybe don't have the same patience that I do, it's a lot more to balance. And so, unfortunately, my purest chunk concept is probably going to have to be tarnished with some backlogs. But it is what it is. You about have to tighten up that belt. Yeah. Tell me where to drop your application. Yeah, if all of you could just join our programming team so I don't have to do anything, that would be great. Thanks. Real life's important too. You appreciate any streams? Well, I'm glad I can give you something at least, if not a video right away. So. Sounds like grounds for a raise. Actually, I did get a raise today, which is pretty good, so good day. It always feels bad, though, because it's like, well, yeah, I am getting paid more, but I also have to do more. And I'm kind of content just, doing me, but it's fine. I really like the company I'm at, so it's probably fair that I give them some time. But now you dragged you guys into it. Yeah, all of my foster children here. You have patience, you play Ultimate, but not as much as me. Let me see, how many hours are we at? We're at 102 times 24 plus 4. We're getting close to 2,500. We're at 2452 right now. Which is quite a while for a chunk here. It'll be funny, the video title when I finally get out of the chunk, it'll be like the 15,000 hour chunk or something like that. Thanks, Evarook. Regardless, if you release a new video next week or next year, it'll pop up in the new vid notifications. I'm sure the one you'd release in a year would be nuts. Yeah, that would be quite a long video if I didn't release one for a year, probably. But really, I mean, most of the videos like this, I'm sure Broski, if he's still here, can attest. It's level and next level. Oh, missed a level and level. Because really, I mean, there's not a whole lot to do here other than just kill the guard, pick up his coins, his bones, bury them, refresh the clues. People don't want to see that. Granted, people probably don't want to just see level. But they do have to stay, or they do want to stay up to date with the account, so. The amount of time you put in on this, you name it whatever you want. True. That is the case, I guess, for pet hunting too, since it's an RNG hunt, but updates are nice. Yeah, for pet hunts, it's like, what are you gonna even say, you know? Like, I haven't gotten it yet. Let me do the same thing for another 1,000 hours. So in a way, this is like the more content grind as opposed to the huge farming grind I'm gonna have. Or like the most exciting thing I could like do probably is like, I saved up 50 seed nests today. Would you like to open them with me? That's pretty much it. So I don't really know exactly what a woodcutting stream would look like. I know that I might take, in that case, I'd probably take a leaf out of Broski's book and just do like some other side stuff while I do it. You guys hear me? Okay, because OBS just said that I disconnected. But I didn't lose connection of RuneScape. These people. Bit of lag. Okay. That's weird. I didn't disconnect on RuneScape. Just. Well, sorry about that, everybody. Earth dumpling. Might have to get on my other guy. I do my best to keep the streets clean, but people just go around littering like this, and it's infuriating. Especially when it's something nice like air runes. I'm like, oh my gosh. Sometimes people just leave iron ore on the ground. I can't believe it. So I did have a good vacation last week, but at the very beginning I developed a canker sore on the inside of my lip right here that you can't see, but I showed you anyway. And oh my goodness, that thing is awful. I hate those things. And I don't know if you guys ever get it. I don't know, like I never had canker sores until I became like an adult. I don't know what went wrong, but I get them all the time now. And sometimes I'll get like little blood blisters in my gums, and they're just awful. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm brushing like every night. I don't know. I'm not like doing anything weird with my gums, I don't think. Anyway, those are less common, but way worse. I used to get him as a kid, but never as an adult. You forgot about him. Oh man. I wish I could forget about them. They make themselves very hard to forget about when you have them. All that sun tea. I don't know. I mean, I have been ingesting an insane amount of sun tea. Well, like a cup every night, I suppose. But does that have anything to do with it? I don't know. Getting DDoSed? People want my clues to despawn? Perhaps. That's probably it. Oh, you got a dip? Oh, see you later, Brennan. Have a good evening over there. Or is it evening yet? It's probably about evening, right? You'll be back? Okay. Have a good time. Mouth cancer. Oh, jeez. Hope not. All the time. That's what I like to hear. Other people in pain. Makes me feel better. Much better. Find the frequencies reduced and use antibiotic mouthwash morning and night. And I didn't know they made antibiotic mouthwash. I'm always like, I don't even know what to do when I'm brushing now, because like anytime I even get close to it, it's like death. It's like, do I brush it? I know you're supposed to like try to keep it clean. I was doing like a baking soda warm water mouth rinse thing because the internet says that's supposed to help. But then it also says like stay away from acidic stuff, and I'm over here eating potato salad with vinegar and drinking lemonade and not being very friendly to it. So I guess I don't have a whole lot of room to complain. What do I need from clues again? Well, I don't really need per se anything from clues. I would like to get an adamant axe. That would be the best. And then the next best would be an adamant pickaxe in case I roll the west chunk before I roll the east chunk, because then I'd have a better axe for having to get the mining pet. Other than that, a fire battle staff would be great. Or some melee upgrades would also be cool, like some ADDI equipment that's not a weapon, or ammo to power, ammo to strength trim, stuff like that would be great too. But what we're really doing is we're really going for the iron ore drop from these guards. We have to get about over 1,200 of them to get from 29 to 39 smithing. And the more exciting part of that grind is the clue scrolls. So I'm hoping to get a casket in the next video. Imagine if he gets a pick before Frosty. I saw he was playing last week, so I'm hoping he's getting ready for a video. Seems like my oldest is having a hard time staying in his bed. Rascal. Yeah, pets are the main other part. Here, let me plop this in here again. Goals. That tells like the most of the things that I need to do. There's some smaller stuff too, but those are the main ones. I think he's not very far from unlocking the Verax sewers. I feel like he has them already. I know that he did the agility, he lamped the agility, and so I think he's over there now, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly what he put in his last video, I should double check again, but... And I don't know if he keeps his streams as VODs or not. Check that medium clue out if you want. To what are you referring? Oh, the items on the ground here? Maybe? Lately he's been doing men, you're pretty sure? Crystal Math Labs says he's been getting combat experience. Yeah, I have him on my list of interesting accounts that I update on Temple, so yeah, I've been watching his stats there too, because I like to be informed about how his accounts go, and same for Broski and Verve, and you know, just accounts I find interesting. In my own. He hasn't streamed lately though. Yeah, I think my understanding is that life kind of got in his way for a bit, so it happens. It happens. But this last week he played quite a bit, so hopefully he's back. That's the Imgur. Oh, did it get? Are you trying to send a link and it's getting yoinked? Yeah, I saw that too. He hit 8,000. That's crazy. And it sucks because he can't stream it because then we get patched probably. Whatever he's doing. I can't see your Imgur if you're doing it. I know there's that YouTube does these very, very nice, super awesome auto moderator stuff. And I don't know if I can do anything about it. Maybe I can. Yeah, he's got to be doing it something. I mean, we know it uses an alt. That's all I know. Somehow an alt is involved. Like, it's not showing for me, which I'm surprised. I don't know why it wouldn't show for me. If you leave right now, do all 3 clue scrolls stay on the ground until you relog in? Yes, so a recent update is that untradables, when you log out with untradables, and I think items that are not visible, that you've dropped that are not visible to other people are kind of treated the same way, but I haven't verified that. But yeah, so they're saved to the player now instead of to the world, so whenever the player is logged in, the despawn timers are running, as opposed to when the world is online, the despawn timers are running. So it's much more convenient. I can just log off and the despawn timers will halt until I log back on, which is what makes this possible and makes a medium completion much more likely. Well, you can make it guaranteed, assuming you don't fumble all your steps, which I've done before. You can add that at the end of an Imgur link to see the image. I feel like the wise and omnipotent YouTube is hurting our communication because I am unsure of what you are speaking that I should add to the end of the Imgur link, because I don't see an Imgur link. Erg. Darn YouTube. You just type Imgur / Like, I'm not even able to see the link. I assume you're putting the link in the chat. It won't even show me the link at all. All these Limpert wannabes gave up. You're doing you and still going. Mad respect. Well, I don't. Who's given up? Verif hasn't given up. He's just, his grinds are not. He's kind of in the same boat that I am, but he can't stream what he's doing, so I don't think he's given up. I know Broski hasn't given up. He streams all the time. Frosty's kind of back at it, which is good. I think, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, which is always like when you follow a series, you're like, I hope that they keep going, but then like after a couple months of no videos, you're like, I wonder if that person just gave up. And so you kind of get hurt, and every time you follow somebody, you're like, I don't want to get hurt again. Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Actually doing it? So I get that a lot. But yeah, I'm still going strong, despite what my recent temple says. Slay Brothers at his wit's end at Nightmare already. Yeah, I saw you had gotten there. I haven't watched his most recent video, but I always see that he's streaming Fosani. Which I've never done Nightmare, but I can assume that it's quite tilting as well. Oh yeah, sorry. 8TSPFR. I can see that. So that's just like the tag at the end of the Imgur link. Let me see. Can we imgur.com/this? Hey, I see it. We beat you, YouTube. You can do your darndest, but it won't beat us. That is such a good looking clue scroll. Oh, if that were my clue scroll, I would be over the moon. An Addy Axe, an Addy Pickaxe, and 12 Nature Runes. That's the dream right there. And I was watching Bodhi's video, and he had like 3 hard clues, or 2 or 3 hard clues where it's like, okay, there's a rune axe. Oh yep, there's a rune axe. Oh, okay, another rune axe. I'm like, you get an axe every single casket. Everybody does. There's no way I don't just pull it right away. You'd understand it if you treated it like Corp, the Fosani's one. Is he just planning on going for 1 unique? Is that what he's doing? You hope Limpert doesn't give up. You hope Limpert doesn't give up a count if he rolls Varrock. Yeah, he said that was like the Omega Death one. Have to make water jars to 99. That would be stupid. Yeah, he always advertises that he would do everything, but I feel like if it came down to that, he would consider doing backlogging something. I feel like, but perhaps not. There's no reason to say that you would backlog stuff until you need to. So just hold your cards close to your chest, you know. What about Earth Tiaras? He has over 3,000 of those. That's true. That's true. If he unlocks the Earth Altar before Aubrey somehow. I don't know if that's possible. No, I think it is. I think the chunk goes around. Of course, you're a Psycho fan. Psycho fan, yeah. Just a big fan. Yeah, I'll get it. I'm sure. There's no way. No way we don't just pull 5 Addy Axes. That would actually be incredible. And like, it's possible. You get the max number of rolls, you roll the Addy Axe on all of them. That'd have to be so rare. Anyway. I think Slay Brothers getting a full staff and a piece of Inquisitor. Well, okay. I've never done like late game PVM stuff like that on this sort of stuff. I always play hardcores until I die, and I never make it there. So I don't know how tedious all those bosses are, but definitely involved. Definitely involved. Limp should not do 99 rune crafting before getting essence. Yeah, would make sense. I hope that his map doesn't take him north yet. I'd have to relook at his video to see. He has that chunk south of Varrock open, right? I think. Which is why it's a looming concern. Yeah, Puro would give him essence simplings. I feel like it would probably be a better bet for him to lamp his hunter to be able to barehand babies and then train up to, then he can spawn camp implings. That would probably be better than his water talisman thing. I don't know how likely those are. Well, what were they? Giant frogs? Giant frog. Nope. Must be something else. Some other creature. You don't need, you need rune mysteries to mine the essence and to use lamps. If you already have the essence, you can, and you have the talisman, you can just runecraft like normal. Only problem is getting the essence. At least that's what I've been told from many sources I've read, but I have not confirmed. I probably should. He does have weaponized dots, and it would be quite weaponized if he did go for the madman of 99 rune crafting off of what he has right now. That'd be crazy. But he got, I will admit, he got pretty darn spooned with that Giant's Foundry. Just right there, right when he rolled it. Let me check his stats. What's he at right now? Oh yeah, he'll be done soon. Barehand babies, hold up. What did he say? Favorite cookie? Good question. See, I used to think that my mom made the best cookies, but my wife, she does so good at making, like, she like knows when to take them out, and she does such a good job of like balancing the ingredients. She has the best cookies, and I think chocolate chip are her best. So I'm going just classic chocolate chip. But I'm also pretty boring. I do think vanilla is the best flavor of ice cream. So, and if you put toppings on it, you're defiling nature's beauty. Yeah, he's still at 92 right now, but he's got to be close, I'm sure. Yeah, he's like 3/4 of the way there. DK which is worse, Puro or Farming Chunk? I said DK, but you mean don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm on the same wavelength now. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty darn fast. Your wife too? We picked some good ones, didn't we? Priorities. Farming Chunk will be boring and unfun because you have to wait for stuff to grow. That's true. Yeah. I personally hope that he gets farming so that like we have some camaraderie and misery going on. But I hope he doesn't get it until I get back to my farming. It'll be nice to switch back to farming actually, because then I'll Like right now, it's kind of sweaty juggling clues, so I very rarely hop on my other account to lure implings. But it'll be nice to get that going again. Let me see. Wouldn't Limp unlocking Rune Mysteries be behind 99 farming because Drainer Village? I don't know if he has to go through Drainer Village though. I think the chunks will let you go past it. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So he has to get 99 farming before. It's funny. Pure will be something you can actively do. That's true, yeah, and I mean, the unfortunate thing is that Essence Implings have like a 30-second respawn timer in Pure. So, like, you can't camp them as easily as, like, Eclectics. And they're the ones that give you lots of Pure Essence. Which, why do Eclectics spawn faster than Essence? I don't get it. They're a higher tier Impling. And they have better rewards, like, you know, in theory. Anyway. Just Yagix things. Vanilla's a pure flavor. Yep. No, we'll be... and he would get so much loot. Yeah, there's loads of pure benefits for sure. Depends on the pathing. He has Water Altar, and he could just path directly west and south if he's lucky. Imagine he rolls raids too. Yeah, I think he'd be quest locked. Probably. Wow, we just got spammed by Nightbot. Sorry, I'm kind of behind. Hey, Henry. Welcome. He can't do... Yeah. Contact quest. What are the requirements for contact? Take a look real fast. Contact. Oh, he can't do it. He can't do Explorins because he doesn't have Gertrude's cat. My man's asking the real questions. Welcome, weighted companion cube. Because Essence would be easier to bot since... That's true. I mean, well... I guess that's kind of... By today's botting standards, it's probably fairly comparable. You know? Like, most things are stackable, but there's also loads of talismans that you can get from them. You know? But most of the things are not stackable. Let me... Essence Impling. Oh, it's pretty much just that mine talisman. I feel like I get it every darn time. Wait, no way. Where have I been getting fired? Oh, wait, you get fire and earth from earth Implings. Why wouldn't he be able to make fire tiaras? Because he could get those from earth Implings. Let me check earth Implings. Yeah, it's 1 out of 10. I don't think I've gotten a single iron ore drop tonight. It's actually crazy that Limport has over 1500 total level. That's insane. Yeah, there's better things to bot, true. Like eclectics. I feel like they wouldn't ever nerf eclectics though. Is it from Big Frogs? I tried looking up that before. Oh, I looked up Giant Frog. Is Big Frog different? It is. I feel like it would be a much better shot if he were to... Like I showed in my video that I can trap an Impling spawn right there and it respawns every 2 minutes. I feel like he might get faster talismans if he were to... Well, yeah, if you were to just camp it, and then Earth Implings, which are like one of the more common overworld Implings, you could get fire talismans that way. It's not too bad. I don't know. This 1 out of 128 is not very likely. I've found out, as I can attest that I have gotten 0 iron ore tonight. Or maybe just 1, but yeah. Yeah, Galactics give noted gold bars. How old is my account? So yeah, I started on August 2nd of last year. Hey, finally, number 3. What's it gonna be? Castle Wars Lobby. We'll shut the door on that one. Sometimes I try to catch people in here. They go into smelt and I close both doors. And then they like click over here to go to the bank and their character just doesn't know what to do. It's really funny, but yeah. But yeah, I started August 2nd of last year, so 11 and a half months now. So almost 2. Oh, sorry, almost a year. Lawful evil right there. The problem is when they realize what's happened and then they put a question mark in chat and I'm like, oh, I didn't actually want a conflict here. And then I just have to hop. What I should do, like, I always want to record it because I think it would be hilarious to do it. But I never like want to just turn on the recorder when I lock someone in there. I would do it so often. And I can't do it in here really because people always come in here to talk to Kaylee and then they just teleport out because she has a clue step. Oh my goodness, we are being spooned now. Oh my gosh. Was that a cipher or an anagram? Anagram. Can't really complain though. Getting steps is the hard part. Sag ×2. So in 2 weeks it's gonna be my 1 year anniversary. That is correct. One year anniversary pet reveal. That would be a good time to do that. Thread. I've like kept all of my useless items that I get from everything, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with most of them. Like I have a lot of hammers and a lot of chisels. I don't know when I'm gonna use them. Maybe someday though. I need 2 more. Yes, 2 more doable steps. That's the important part of that sentence. You take pleasure in the small things. Yes, 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 yes. Have to find the joy and the journey along the way. Shut the door. Oh, true. Forgot this one. This song is gonna put me to sleep. It's spooky. Oh, I didn't like the song, I don't think. Escape Ape. Organ music. Escape. I'm just gonna do my playlist over here then. Ah, 404 not found. What do you mean 404 not found? Ugh, it logged me out. What do you mean? I have to remember what. Okay, we're back. We will get our music back. Here we go. What do I need for medium clues? Yeah, I feel like I should make a command. I don't need anything per se, but it would help vastly with this chunk if I were to get an adamant axe, because let me see if I can pull it up. OSRS. Oh, you know what? I have to close my chat for this again, don't I? I gotta find a better way to do this. Okay. So down here they have a nice graph of the percent likelihood to chop based on your woodcutting level and your axe. And with steel, I only ever reach a 78.5% chance. Whereas with mithril, you almost get to 100, but with an addy, you reach 100% chance at level 78, which I already have. So all that to say, the addy axe is very good. It'll mean that I can always chop a tree, or I'll always get a log for every woodcutting cycle of 4 ticks or whatever. So that would be the hugest thing. It's, of course, you know, it's not necessary, but it would be a huge huge benefit to what we're going through right now. But really the clues are just kind of a distraction from the iron ore that we're actually grinding right now, which we are 40% of the way done with. I'm gonna put this on shuffle. I usually don't put my playlist on shuffle, so you guys could probably just always predict what the next song's gonna be. Alright, let me get my chat back. I don't know why it's like not letting me pick. Anyway. Let me give me my chat. Come back here. Pop up. YouTube is letting me know. Now would be a good time to insert ads. I don't think so. Good night, Lee. Thanks for the good luck. We will need it. Haven't done Lord of the Rings viewing party for your kids yet? No. I did discuss it. I went to a wedding also this on Saturday, and I went with my family and, well, my immediate family, not my, well, with my sisters. I went with my sisters, and I asked them what they thought. They don't have any kids, but they said 7 or 8 is probably an okay age. But I don't know about that. I feel like 12 is a good age. Which at this rate, it feels like that'll be tomorrow. Yeah, the medium clue skill drops are 1 out of 128. So, not too likely, but we get them. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Daryl. We were talking about Lord of the Rings, about how old you should be to watch Lord of the Rings. It's hard because, like, I think Lord of the Rings is like just a classic, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so good. But it is PG-13, and I don't like. Then it's kind of slippery. Like, I don't really want them to watch a whole bunch of that other PG-13 garbage, you know. Early, I mean, they can watch it when they're more in their control, you know. But like, I don't really want to expose my children to that earlier than I need to. But I do want to expose them to the Lord of the Rings earlier than they need to. Anyway. Can't get into trouble when you binge Lord of the Rings. That's true. It's true. I still have to, regardless of kids, I still have to make my wife watch the last two movies. She watched the first one and then like half of the second one or something, and then said, "There's a lot of fighting in this one." Yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings. What do you mean Helm's Deep is under attack, sweetie? You think they're just gonna say, "Please, we need to go back to the Shire. Let's get some hobbits in here. Smoke some old Toby"? No, we're fighting. But I think the third movie's the best. That's my opinion. And I hope they never remake them. I think those are the best movies ever made. Oh, slide down the stairs on the shield. Oh my goodness. Letter body G and steel kite G on your second easy clue can confirm you don't get a better axe every clue. Darn it. Well, maybe we don't need to expand our sample size, right? Your nightmares of Gollum when you were 11 or 12 or 10 or 11? Yeah. I mean, that guy's kind of scary. Some of like the orcs and some of the Gollum stuff's kind of a little bit spooky, but it's mostly just like I'm sitting in bed at night all alone, kind of spooky, where you're like, that guy was really scary. Not like this has impacted how I view the world kind of thing. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't remember what age I watched it at. Your nephew was 8 or 9 when you watched it with them? Exceptions that prove the rule. Hey, we're getting spooned these clues. That's 5. Can't be objective with it. Just summed them all. Yeah. That's true. Like, you kind of have to just say now is PG-13 time, I suppose. But it's hard to think that far ahead when my boy's not even 3 yet, and you're like, I want nothing to come near this child. He's my firstborn son. You know? I want him to be pure and holy his whole life, please. Not to talk about the orcs. And people get killed. That's true, people get killed. I feel like that happens in PG Disney movies though, you know. People die. Maybe not like, you don't see them getting killed, but they die. You're watching South Park before you can walk? Jeez. How long would it take if you roll south and choose to go for the rune crafting pet over? Oh, jeez. I wouldn't even know how to go about calculating that. Because, like, Essence Impling, Overworld Implings, it's hard to determine how often you get the impling that you want and how often you get any impling and what it'll be from the impling. So it's like very unpredictable. But I would say a darn long time. What about Tarzan? A hanging happens? True. Yeah. Or like, oh, what's that one? Sleeping Beauty? No. What's the one with Snow White? Is it called Snow White? Anyway, there's a lot of death in movies. It's just how it's depicted. Anyway, not by the sword, bleeding from the mouth. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Brendan, welcome, welcome. Good to see me back. How was vacation? Vacation was great. I had some good time out on the boat. My son caught his first fish, and I caught a smaller fish. But it was good. Got out on the lake. He enjoyed swimming this time. My young daughter did not like the water, so she stayed in the cabin. But yeah, it was a good time. Missed streaming for you guys, and of course I felt like I was getting way behind on all my progress here, but gotta relax sometimes. Sorry, I'm kind of just jumping around, chat. Getting burned alive? Yeah, yeah. You don't think you eternalized it this way all the time, or at least consciously, but it seemed like you saw what obsession and being ugly internally was when you saw Gollum, because you're very sheltered as a kid. Yeah, I always found Gollum, even as an adult, he's a very interesting character, because you know, it's like two people in the same body. It's a good guy and a bad guy. We're all kind of good guys and bad guys, so it's definitely an interesting character there. Hey, Fox. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did you see the spooning with Lumbert's latest video? I did. I did. I'm very happy for Spoonward. Sleeping Beauty. Level 2 fishing. True, true. Well, at level 1 you usually catch shrimps and he gets 10 experience, but he did catch 2. So, he's well on his way to level 2 at least. But they weren't shrimp. They were sunfish, which I don't think... Let me check. No, no sunfish. Lord of the Rings compromise. Let them read the books, my brother says. That's true. We could. Like my mom used to read us books, a chapter a night, of like, fantasy books. Could do something like that. Ease them into the story of it. And then you can kind of depict it in your brain, your little brain a little bit more mildly than the videos would. True, true. Fishing level? 36? You're not talking about me, but yeah. That should be something kids feel comfortable with to ask about, in your opinion. You high 70s right now, right? Yeah. I mean, another thing that we went to recently was my grandpa's funeral, and oh, sorry, I just said my kid's name, but my son, I don't know how much he understood about what had happened, so he's just like, I don't think he looked in the casket, so I don't know. But I mean, it's just kind of a part of life, so it's only fair that it's depictable in films. So I had fun with the family. Yep, it was a good time, Although the ride up was less than enjoyable, but then they had a good ride back, so cannot complain. You remember you're watching a vampire movie, and the monster got its spine ripped out of the guy's back. Your nephew was there. He's like 4 or 5. Jeez. Yikes. You kids barehanding sharks yet? Not yet. Or at least I was not there if he was doing that. There were some minnows we tried to barehand, but I don't think we have the agility level yet. Probably. Although, I guess it'd probably be strength. For me it's agility, for him it's strength. But I mean, for minnows, nah, you don't need any strength. It's agility for both of us, actually. Wait, I'm thinking of barbarian fishing, not... You don't need agility for barehanding, you just need it for barbarian. Never mind. I guess it's strength. Went fishing twice with school, got 0 fish. Went fishing with your aunt and uncle who likes fishing, caught 24 in a day. Oh yeah, when they're spawning, you can just like throw in your hook and you'll catch them. But especially in like, we went up to a cabin in Minnesota and it was like, you know, up there fishing's kind of different than other places. How do you go about the runecrafting chunk if you was a limpwort? Would it be a backlog until you got away for rune essence from the quest, or implings maybe? Yeah, it's a good question. See, limpwort always says that he'll do anything, but he hasn't been faced with something where it's truly outrageous yet. So maybe he's reserving the right to backlog things, but in theory, if you were to take him at his word, you'd have to do it with what you had, because it's possible. So then you'd do it off of the essence from implings. I mean, like, if you're trying to balance feasibility, like, once you get the pure essence mine, the quest, then it's more reasonable. Or if you have a good way of getting pure essence, you know? Like, maybe after Piro, I don't know, I'd have to ask Broski how likely, like, how fast he gets pure essence from essences in Piro, but it's not fast with overworld implings, I'll tell you that. Grandpa funeral, do you get per experience burying a casket? I don't know. Don't know. Let's see here. Okay. When's giant mole content? Giant mole content, I cannot get a light source in this chunk. If you can find a way, then the mole content would begin immediately. But it won't even let me try to go down there unless I have a light source, unfortunately. Which I think the nearest light source, at least Bowser got hit. He started in the same chunk as me. He's a vanilla one-chunker. He got his first light source from Entrana. This song's a little too squeaky for me right now. Sorry, Grabbits. Limpert probably has like 100,000 talismans from his Slumbridge slaughter. So you just make tiaras. Yeah, well, those would all be Earth talismans, so you'd have to I think he'd probably not be able to get to the Earth Altar by the time he has to get 99 rune crafting. Saw a comment on his YouTube video, basically said, if you can't do it, you must stop playing, or it will ruin the entire point of the account. You must admit it's impossible. Like, there are people out there who take the challenge absolutist in mind. I mean, like, it would be great. It would be great if you could do that. Which, like, I wish I could do it, but, like, some of the situations you can find yourself in are absolutely ridiculous. Like for instance, Broski's adamant ore, you know, like, in theory, he should have to smelt an addy bar, too, off of superheating ores that he gets from implings. But it'll take a darn long time. Because he has to get the runes, he doesn't have a furnace. You know, it's a lot easier to tell people that they should do things when you don't have to do it. You know, it's a lot of balancing for sure. But I don't think Limpwort has hit that. I think Verb says the same thing, but I don't think Limpwort's quite hit that spot where he truly has to make a decision of, is this going to ruin everything? Am I going to be here with nothing to show people for a very long time? And you kind of got to prioritize, you know. Which I haven't backlogged anything yet, so I'll hold that as long as I can. He has the right to backlog. In your opinion, dude killed 500,000 men and women and chopped 212,000 oaks. No reason to clear your account for a couple year grind. Yeah, I mean, I would understand if he didn't backlog, because, like, or I think what would happen probably is he'd give it like a good shout for a little bit at least to see how it is, and then he'd probably make up his decision then. Run some numbers and stuff. But who knows? He's not me, so yeah. How many essence is 99 runecraft with water runes? It is multiple. It is more than one. Essence simplings are super slow. Sad to hear. Only other way is talismans. Yeah. Imperial Puro, anything non-rare impling you can do full inventory trips in about 3 minutes. Yeah, I know that, or at least with probably eclectics. I know that the spawn timers are all kind of messed up in there. Maybe they'll look at it someday, but if they did at this point, it would be favoritism of some sort. It's not impossible. It's not worth the 2 to 3 year grind. I mean, yeah, it's kind of up to him. I mean, I would mad respect it if he did it. But let me tell you, I don't know how many how many big frogs there are, but a 1 out of 128 for a primary training method is very slow. As I can attest right now, I'm not getting a whole lot of iron ore every day. But I don't, and I've been killing these guys for 2 months, 2.5 months, something like that. And I'm 40% of the way from 29 to 39, and he would have to go to 99. So I think it would be significantly longer, but I'm not sure how many big frogs there are or what their combat stuff looks like. I see. They're combat level 10, so you kill them faster. But how many are down there? Lumber Swamp 10. Oh, they're in the swamp like that. Wait. Huh. Maybe it would be reasonable then. He would probably just range them, kill them real fast. How much HP do they have? They have 18 HP. He'd kill him a lot faster than me. Wait, what about the level 10s? Oh wait, level 24s. Is he better at anything? No? Just have more HP, pretty much. Interesting. Hey, False Prophet, Drem. Just came across your Falador OneChunk videos the other day. Great content, your guy. Keep it up. Keep up the drive. I shall do so. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully we'll have a video this month. We'll see though. It kind of depends on how work goes. But definitely by the end of August, right? There's no way they'll not give me 2 steps over the course of a month and a half, right? No way. Impossible. Don't eclectic imps give empty lamps? Yeah, they give empty candle lanterns. The problem is the candle part of the empty candle lantern. It's missing the thing you light. So those will not help me right now. You missed the day that running law runes was meta for money. That was before my time, I will confess. Or I was too noob when it was the time. Or double nats, I heard that was a good thing. That is a lot of water tiaras. Goodness gracious. So 434,000 times 128. You'd have to kill 55 million frogs. I reserve the right to say that might be a little bit much. Meme drop rates are a thing. Yeah. It'd be insane if he did that grind. It'd be the most insane account ever in the history. Would you be able to do a multiple year grind, do the same thing every day? Well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm signed up for, so yeah. Although I do think that if he did that, that would be a more insane grind than my 88 farming grind off of birds' nests. Or it'd probably be way crazier than even if I forced Tangle Root too. Probably be crazier than that even. He'd have to find another way. I feel like he could find a way to make it faster. I feel like fire talismans are from Earth Implings overworld. Earth Implings spawn camping them would be reasonably comparable. 55 mil slow, easy grind. Yeah, it'll be a couple weeks. Yeah, it's the I was confused too, Comet. It is the big frogs, not giant frogs. Apparently they're different. You'd put getting 99 rune crafting. Yeah, it could be a meme. Yeah, possibly. I mean, like, cumulatively, it could be a meme. Need a candle, and then you'll be able to enter the giant mole. Correct. Or any light source. Like if I were to have the fire making skill cape, or Rudolph's nose somehow, or something sneaky. 55 million. That would be nuts. And if okay, let's see. If he did 55 million of the low levels and they have 18 HP each. So 18 times 4. That'll be how much combat experience you would get. Times that by 55 million. Almost 4 billion combat experience. Oh jeez. Yeah, hopefully Limport just doesn't do any of the math and just does it. That would be Giga Chad. Oh, I missed your comment, Blue, Vivi Blue. Every time I visit the stream, you're juggling medium clues. Yeah. Every time I log in, I'm still juggling these darn clues. Yeah, we're talking about Limport. Yep, that's right. Yeah, it would be massive. I'm curious how close they are together. Like the wiki makes them look real close. I wonder what their respawn timer is. Does the wiki say? I would imagine it'd be like 30 seconds, 15 to 30, something like that. Don't forget, you would have to get 430,000 silver for tiaras. Very true, very true. Still waiting for Verve to get his Visage and Dark Totem. Yes, yes. And he needs, does he need something else? He needs the Jar of Eyes too, I believe. That should be a gimme compared to the others. I'll be very excited for his, when he gets those. 20 to 30? Yeah, something like that. How many kebabs manually? He's dedicated, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what he said. In the video, he always referred to that chunk as an account ending chunk, which I don't know what he meant by that. So I guess he'd have to ask him. But most likely he'll probably just specify when he gets it. Or, well, I feel like there's probably been loads of comments on his last video talking about that endgame scenario. So he might want to address it in his next one. I don't know. Wonder if Limpert already has the chunks for Tombs of a Mascot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far down he goes. Let me take a look here. He is like down to like here, I think. Is this where they're putting it? I don't think he has Narda yet, or Agility Pyramid. But regardless, I don't think he has the Contact Quest. Because that would require Explorin's Little Helper, which requires Gertrude's cat. 9-9 rune crafting with Earth runes seems rough. Honestly, 9-9 rune crafting with any normal rune crafting method sounds kind of rough. Which will end first, Limport series or One Piece? when I was watching anime for a while there, just the sheer number of episodes on that was daunting, and I'm like, I can't. As much as I want to start new anime and get immersed in the anime world, that's one I'm gonna just leave there. Thanks. Verif can be underground forever. Oh, like he's made significant progress. I feel like he's just on a dry streak. It happens. If he says it's accounting, it's not gonna be fun. Yeah. Maybe he's done some math as well. Maybe he meant like his current adherence to the rule set would have to be changed. Yeah. I feel like he would make an exception, but that's just speculation. Too much filler. If there's another way to force spawn clue wizards, he could use a master step in his chunks for noted essence. Did they drop that? But I know that Verif had showed how to force spawn them, and then that got fixed. So I don't know. You'd have to find a new way to do it probably. But I guess you found a way around Jagex before, so never know. You always forget that Raids 3 is locked behind quests since Raid 1's and all. Raids 2 is only locked behind Priest and Peril. Yeah. Definitely different. You can watch anime, just don't start One Piece before 2030. Random question, but have you ever had a white pineapple? I don't think so. I did have a pineapple Jolly Rancher today that was white. I was like, huh, never seen that. I ought to figure out what's up. That counts, maybe? So I have some unfortunate news. Something has come up and I will have to end soon. I'm gonna give it 5 more guards. Like I do, and we'll see what happens. But I was hoping to get a longer stream in, but you know, life is life. Gotta do some things. So sorry. Okay, that was 1. Sweet 2. Yeah, the kiddos, yeah. The boy's not staying in bed. Started crying, woke up the little girl, and now she's crying, and it's just been a mess up there, and so I've just been down here loafing on my laurels. What was that, 2 or 3? I'll say that's 3 now. It's a species found on Maui. Absolutely amazing. No itchy mouth, and it's really, really sweet. You can eat the core. Eat the core. That is incredible. I love cutting pineapples. I think I need 1 more. I love cutting pineapples, but I always think I get too much of the core when I cut them into chunks. Can't be good at everything or anything sometimes. Alright, unfortunately, no 6th step tonight. But thanks everybody for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. We got pretty lucky with the steps, all things considered. 5, not bad. I'm hoping to do a Thursday stream as well, but you know, recently life's kind of just been a little crazy, so everything's kind of tentative, but look for Thursday. If not, probably aim for next Monday. So everybody have a good night, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye-bye.